Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the show. Today, I'm going to introduce a 30 by 40 three-car garage that's going to be built post frame style. If you're asking yourself, why am I jumping around to so many different projects? Well, one, I have to make a living, so I got several projects going, and I want to get a lot of the footings and all those kind of details done before it's too cold so that I have work to do through the winter. So that's one reason. Two, I have two people starting in January. They're going to be working with me. So you guys are going to see a lot of changes come January. Things are going to move along a lot quicker. Our production is going to be a little different. I'll explain that more when we get to that point. If you're wondering what happened to the Mad County build, you guys, we're still going to bring you several more videos. We're doing some finishing touches. We're going to be bringing you the stair and the slides. I've been working on that. The master shower, a lot of trim details and stuff like that. So we will finish off the Mad County build, but we also have to do other work. So we will bring all that stuff to you probably in this month before the end of the new year. I want to get all caught up before my two new guys start. I'm pretty pumped about next year. We have lots of builds in the works, so please hang in there. But let's go ahead and jump into this 30 by 40 post frame three-car garage. Oh, we are at another build site. This is going to be a three-car post frame garage. It's a 30 by 40, 3 garage doors, got 2 windows on each end and an access door through the back. So it's going to be a pretty simple build, but it is going to have some cool features. It's going to have in-floor radiant heat, so I'm pretty pumped about that. Concrete floor. So I just unpacked all the material. Came I think yesterday or the day before they delivered it, so we just got it all kind of spread out. Got all of our purlins, got all of our girts, bottom grade board, we got our wet set brackets and universal corner brackets, all our trims and steel. And then over here we have our laminated columns, and then we have our trusses. So we got it all unpacked. Now it's time to, I'm gonna get with the owners here and kind of figure out where they want their building and get it marked out, and probably drill some holes here in a little bit. All right, guys, we are setting the corners of our buildings with these 60 penny nails. They're 6.5 inches long, so when you drive them into the ground, at least where I am, they hold pretty tight, enough that you can run tapes off of them. So this building is 30 by 40. So based on the 3-4-5 method, the diagonal is 50 feet. So this was a real easy one. I squared this length of the building up to the home. They wanted it square with the home, so we did that. The corners match up, and then it's going to stick out over this edge. So we got 40 feet, and then it's 30 feet deep. And of course, our diagonal is 50 feet. So I just took a tape measure off that corner and this corner, and then 30 and 50 feet matched up here. So now that we got all those, we're gonna put our batten boards up so we can get string lines and mark out all of our footings. So we'll put the batten boards up, mark all of our footings. These pinpoints are pretty perfect, but we'll double check them again after we get these boards up. All right, guys, we laid this whole building out, and luckily the guy I'm doing work for is my brother-in-law. We decided to change the layout of this building where it was. He decided he'd wanted doors over here. So we're relaying out the building. We're going to go through the same process. We already got the 4 corners marked, so we're going to lay our batten boards back out and get string lines up. All right, well, our second building location is a winner. We got it all marked out. Got all the post holes marked. I put stakes in just because I'm taking the string lines down. They have kids. I mean, I plan on getting them all drilled today, but at least I won't lose the spots. This is about 18 inches from here to here, so we will have to bring this up. We have 2 inches of insulation plus 5 inches of concrete, so that's 7 inches. So we'll have to bring this up, I don't know, 10 inches or so with rock, but then we should be good. I don't know if you can see that or not with that string line. But we are ready to start digging. All right, guys, we just got done digging all these holes. It took a little bit longer because we ended up moving the entire location of the building. Just the way the land was falling off, it had been too much fill, and they changed their driveway was going to come in over here, but now it's going to come over behind me, so it made sense to kind of rotate the whole building around so the doors were on the side, obviously, where the driveway is. So got all the holes drilled, just got to do some forming up above them, and then hopefully concrete by this weekend. All right, guys, we have all the footings poured. String lines are back up, so now I got to mark my locations of my wet set bracket. So we have 8 wet set brackets along the front. They're all going to be universal brackets, dry sets, and in the corners are going to be dry sets. And I'll explain to you that when we're building. But now we just have to find the location of our wet set brackets. 12 foot 2 5/8 is the center. 12 foot 2 5/8. 2 Alright, we got those 2 ends marked, so I'm gonna come down here and mark these. And if you notice, I know from center of this corner to the center of that post is 10 feet, but I gotta add this distance from my screw that is helping me hold this. So I've got 2 4.5 plus 10 is 12 4.5 inches. 4.5. Mark the line, and I'll mark a little mark here. Center. 12 4.5, 22 4.5. 22 4.5. All right, guys, I marked these. This will be the edge of the bracket. I got to set these off 1.5 inches. You can put your string lines, shrink your building by the girt size, then you can put your bracket right up to next to this. I'm just going to lay a 2x4 in here. That just works for me, especially on a smaller building. Then it's my actual outside dimensions. It's not a big deal to switch it, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go get my level and get these brackets put in. On to the next one.
Starting to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, it is. Oh man, it's a beautiful day, dude. It's gonna be beautiful this week. All right, guys, we got all these footings poured, all the wet set brackets in. And one thing I like to do where I'm not gonna have wet set brackets, like on corners where I'm gonna have like a universal, and we use the dry sets in the garage doors, is I mark the outside edge of the posts on all my footings. So I got that all done. Then that basically I don't have to put these string lines up again because I have them all marked on my footings. Just a little something that I like to do that kind of speeds things up later on down the road. This concrete, it's gonna be 64 today. These things are already solid. So next step is I'm gonna let this cure up for probably about 48 hours. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna come over here, lay out all my posts, get all of the girt locations marked, probably nail on the girts, get the 2 longer walls built, laid on the ground, and then Wednesday I can come out here and start putting up walls and put my dry set brackets in and all that stuff. So we'll give it 2 days before we actually build on these. But there's a lot I can do prior to that. So this will wrap up video number 1 for this 3-car post frame garage. And we appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit it, and we will catch you on the next video.